Three, two, one. 1, 2, 3. What the heck am I doing here? My name is John McDonald, and I am the GM for Power Rangers Centurion. This is everybody's every other Wednesday's favorite Power Rangers live stream, because every other Wednesday is the Power Ranger podcast, which we are working dutifully to get you the second half of Season 2 episodes on, so that then we can give you Season 3, where the motto is even more emotional damage, and the points don't matter. I'm very excited to be here tonight with all of my friends, some of whom are not quite here on time, and some of whom are off doing important adventure type things. But it's really important to find Jules' dad before it's too late. So we're going to explore that tonight before it's too late. And then we're going to be doing a Halloween interlude in October where the Rangers will face a Halloween type shenanigan um, that I have invented for them that I am very excited about. There is a special guest star coming for one of those episodes, and we're gonna have a good time. And you should all have a good time with us in October. We currently have casting calls out for some one shots and for some recurring things you can be in. We have a new show that we're going to hopefully somebody will be talking about tonight that is near and dear to their heart. And I will be running a Destination Investigations Ghost Hunting one shot specifically for if anyone has a spooky Saturday night free, the Saturday before Halloween, and I think that's the 26th. Pretty sure it's the 26th. Anyways, it's going to be a very exciting October here at Shadows of Nox. Please follow us on the Discord, follow our social media. That's Mastodon, Blue Sky, and Instagram, because I can't get away from Meta, sadly. Also, yes, I was the voice of Shadow in that sexy, scary video that was made. That was me. That was all me. So please enjoy. So let's go around the table and then we'll go ahead and get started with the adventure. I'm going to start in the person I can see directly above me, who is not directly above me in what you see, but is directly above me in our Discord. We're going to go with Eric. Hello, Eric, founder of the Dice, who brings us all the good dice.
Howdy, howdy. Yeah, I'm Eric. I'm with Norse Foundry. My next outside the house appearance will be at PAX Unplugged. I don't know what I'll be doing, but I'll be there. Right now, my dog is nudging me, wondering why I just dropped my phone on a guitar, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah. I play Alex the Black Ranger. I don't remember if I said that. My medicine is worn off. And I am totally looking forward to everyone else dealing with emotional damage because Alex doesn't deal with emotions.
Yet. I'm working on it. We're going to turn you into a big damn hero if it kills me. Actually, no, you don't know what emotions you have yet. But trust me, they're coming. Speaking of people I've given emotional damage to, Brick Carrot, no, Felix Boucheron is here. Hello, hi John, welcome to the show.
Hey, hi, hello. My name is John Blair. You can find me on the internets as Chunky Love. I do play Felix Boucheron and Brick Kerrigan, both of whom are Pink Power Rangers characters. One on the podcast, that's Brick, and then one here on Power Rangers Centurion that you will hear me and watch me do, which is Felix. You can also find me on the Being Villainous game with our Red Ranger as our GM, where I play a centaur man named Eden, who just recently stole a bunch of eggs from some murder vultures. Spoilers, because that episode won't be released for like months probably. Other than that, as alluded to previously, we do have some new games. And
were the vultures doing the murder, or were the vultures? I guess I'll have to watch the episode to find out. I just have questions about.
Yes, let's just say that there are. Let's just say that there are vultures on the killing on both sides of both the vultures and the players. As alluded to earlier, there are some new games and things happening at the Shadows of Nox for the spooky season. One of them is ran by me. I am doing a Avatar Legends RPG campaign on the channel. We are going to be running that every other Tuesday. So if you're familiar with the sort of schedule of Shadow of Nox, if it's a Shadowrun Tuesday, we're not playing. If it's not a Shadowrun Tuesday, that's our Tuesday. So we are going to be starting on October the 1st, which is 2 weeks from now. So join us on that for our session 1 of the Avatar Legends RPG by Shadow of Nox.
Should viewers bring their own cabbages to feast upon while the game is on, or will cabbages be provided?
Until Tim Cook or Bill Gates gives us the ability to send cabbages digitally through computer screens to other people, you must supply your own cabbages. So
Understood. Thank you. I look forward to joining in the Tuesday merriment. Yes. And then, of course, everyone's favorite player who I've given so much emotional damage to, I receive it in compense when we have Calls of Cthulhu game. Your best friend and mine is Isabits. Hello, Isabits.
Hi. That was quite the intro. I am Isbits. I am playing the Blue Ranger here tonight, Jules Verne. I am on the Power Rangers podcast as the Red Ranger, Jane Russell. Between the two, I have gotten just more than my fair share of emotional damage from our wonderful Zordon.
Just wait.
Oh, I know. I am also in Being Villainous. We are now at 102, Being Villainous 102, where I play Beatrix Dupree, the honeypot extraordinaire, apprentice assassin for hire. If you need someone lured to their death, she is the one to do it. She will shape change into whatever they find attractive and lure them right around the corner so you can murder them.
Does the new episode come out tomorrow? Because I know it's an every other Thursday, and I've lost track of my days.
Yes. This month and next month are a little weird for me. This month is weird for me. Next month is weird for everybody. So I'm going to be streaming it tomorrow and the next week instead of doing it every other week this week because I had something earlier in the week that came up. And then we're not streaming it all next month because we are having our month of spooky anniversary fun. But yes, we will be streaming a session tomorrow, and I forgot to give you all the information. I am so sorry. Days have been running together.
That's okay. That's why I'm prompting you.
I will give that to you tonight. I completely forgot about that. I'm so sorry.
It's not like you're busy or anything.
Yeah, I know. I have nothing. What's going on? I am also going to be running another Call of Cthulhu game over on Enchanting Sorcery Productions. The casting call is supposed to go out sometime today. I'm not sure if it's actually going out today. But it is just a very witchy, very queer time over there. It is a lot of fun. What else am I doing? I'm running Alien Halloween on Halloween at Shadows of Nox. I still have spots open, so I put the link to our Discord in the chat. Join the Discord, play in our games. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna murder everyone. I did a test run with some guinea pigs, and I murdered all of them. It was my very first TPK, and I killed everyone, and it was delightful. They all died within like 5 minutes of each other. It was great. And I think that's it for me. I think that's all I'm doing.
Before you remember something else you're doing, because you do so many, you are in demand, which is well warranted. Because I have the brain of Swiss cheese. Will you let people know? Because I don't know if we've officially talked about what the giveaway is for October for coming up, but that's in a couple weeks. So
it is.
You can refresh during breaks so that you can remind yourself, because I can't. But
I remember. I know what it is.
Yeah.
I know what it is. But the thing that they have to do to enter the raffle has not been finished yet, so I don't know that we're actually going to be able to do it.
Oh, fun. Exciting. Well, we still got my thing. You can win a baked good. We'll be doing a raffle where you'll be able to win a baked good sent by me as long as you are in the contiguous United States, because I can't afford to send things abroad. But I can send things in the United States, and people will verify that my baked goods are amazing, and I'll make whatever you want. So stay tuned for that. We'll figure out something. We'll make something happen, just like we'll make something happen today. So let us have some fun and some emotional damage while we are here doing things in Centurion Ridge. So just to get everyone up to speed, uh, this episode and last episode, the Howling Good halftime show and Infinite Mysteries, which is the name of this episode, take place right next to each other. There is no break in time, but none of you really have any damage that needs to be healed, so it's not that big a deal, I don't think. Um, but just to let you know, there is no break between you meeting Constantine and watching the coach destroy himself and heading to. I believe you're all heading to the Enchantress. Is that correct?
I think so.
I don't actually remember.
It's just been so long since we played. I believe we are headed towards the Enchantress because that was our big prompt of where something that we're looking for might be.
Yes, the weapons that speak to you, but only if you're a member of their spectrum color, apparently. And also, Jules' dad might be there. So this is a contiguous episode, as it were. I'm sure I'm using that word wrong. But none of you really need healing, so it's not that big a deal. Um, I will say, if you do pull up to the Enchantress, it is dark. It is not a movie night. Nothing's happening there tonight. So, like, the lights, the big masthead on the front that has the Enchantress that throws, like, red and gold on everything in the parking lot on the side street is off. And so, however you envision getting into the building, you'll be able to get in. But how is there a certain entrance people are looking for? You're 90% sure there's a basement. Um, you're 90% sure there's an alleyway. You're pretty sure there's an alleyway actually. There's the front door. You could try to go up the fire escape. How would you envision is best to get in? You are not breaking in. You are just entering a building. Maybe if you're
Crashing through
breaking a
the
window.
moonlights on the top of the building.
Oh, it's very Batman of you. I don't know that a movie theater is going to have skylights, but if you would like to head up the ladder from the fire escape to see, I will not stop you.
We could jump up and down until the ceiling collapses. That's too soon.
Oh, I mean, you could do it.
I'm hesitant to go through the front door because that might be the most obvious place for a trap to be laid for us, probably. So I would suggest maybe like door in the alleyway or something, a secondary entrance.
That works for me.
Silence.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Oh, okay. So there is an alley that you can go through. It has like the stench of like 2-day old popcorn because the person didn't throw out the popcorn correctly into the dumpster. So there's literally a bag of popcorn that's like half pop sitting next to the dumpster. So the smell is not the best. But there is a door. It is locked, so someone will either need to use their locksmithing picking skills or will need to battering ram their way in.
Real quick, can I take us to our opening credits, and then we have our Red Ranger getting ready to jump in?
I forgot about opening credits.
No,
That's a
you're
good idea,
fine.
because
You're
content
fine.
warnings will be on there. So let us do
Well,
that, and
okay.
then everything will be good. I'm excited about this. Yay!
All right. We'll be back in just a minute. All right.
I have to tell you, the most delightful news happened during opening credits, so I'm just going to let that hang where it is and let you be excited about it. So, just for our Red Ranger link, we'll be introducing themselves just so you know. Uh, this episode and the past episode, Infinite Mysteries and Howling Halftime Show, are a continuation of each other. They're contiguous, as it were. So this is happening right after, but since nobody really got damaged, it should be fine. So you find yourself in the alley of the Enchantress, and it smells like stale popcorn, and people will be trying to break down the side door, unless anyone else has a good idea. But before you become Link, please let us know who you are. Grim. Yes.
Yes, that is correct. I'm Grim. I am the Red Ranger Link today, who's I don't know if he's mildly like teenage neurotic or if he's just absent-minded. I haven't figured that out yet, and he's my character. You can catch me on Shadows of Nox as the GM for being villainous. And once season 3 for the Power Rangers podcast comes in, you'll be able to catch me as the Green Ranger, Oz, who he's been injected into a group of crazies, and he's dealing with a situation he's never dealt with. So it's been fun.
Oh, just wait.
With spooky season coming up, I will be running a game on Fridays using Chill Second Edition, so I hope people will watch. It is tentatively being called the Spoof Files. So, actually, no, I'm just going to name it the Spoof Files because I love the name of the organization. And you got to watch to find out what Spoof stands for. You can catch me when it occurs because of scheduling conflicts on Luke's Variety playing Lucky in Fallout. He is my wonderful, wonderful vault boy who people say is the ray of sunshine they just want to punch in the face. And I can't stress enough how funny that is to me as a player because Lucky is the first time we came up against NPCs. Lucky introduced himself to NPCs in the Wasteland, and it's just been wonderful since then. I recommend you watch the Fallout sessions that are up on YouTube. Look at Luke's Variety; it's great. I am planning on hopefully making the cut for some of the other spooky season games, and I can't wait for Avatar to start because I get to play my lightning bender. It's gonna be so much fun. I am playing the Prodigy, and it's gonna be so much fun because everybody else is older than me, character wise, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun.
I'm excited. I hope you're also having fun here.
Oh, absolutely. I love Link. He's like I said, I can't figure out if he's mildly neurotic or just just being a teenager.
I will let you know that you will have an opportunity soon. There will be a Halloween interlude, so it will not happen before that. But you have 2 more opportunities where you will all face Ivan Ooze, and whatever happens will be up to all of you together, because you're a group. You're also a group currently as you stand before the door. So whoever would like to attempt to either lockpick or break down the door to the Enchantress, please announce yourself, and also give me a good old-fashioned, I think it's finesse would be the best.
Well, if we're trying to bust down the door, it would probably be Brawn or Might.
Well, you could, okay, so if you want to lockpick the door, that is a different skill, but if you just want to break down the door, yes, you can definitely do Might or Brawn. But if you want to do finesse to do escape artist or infiltration for burglary, that is also an appropriate skill to use for this. I'm sorry, Jules, you don't have Penny's supercomputer book like an Inspector Gadget, so you can't technology your way into this. I'm sorry.
That's just a travesty. That's what I need.
Ellie has that book now. I'm so sorry.
If she shows up, I'm gonna beat her. I want that thing.
Oh, don't beat up other Power Rangers. That's not Power Ranger League.
I do have a big drill. We could just drill through the lock.
You could.
Are we in uniform or are we civilians?
I
believe you were
think so.
No?
Maybe? My sheet says unmorphed, so I'm morphed.
Okay.
Because I think we morphed because there was a fight, right? Did we have a fight?
There was a fight. There was a fight with the world. There's no. So we'll say you're still morphed because there will be reasons to be morphed. So let's just have you all be morphed. So yes, you do have a big drill. If you would like to drill down the door, you are certainly welcome to do so. If you would like to drill, baby, drill, as the saying goes.
I mean, I don't want to take away from anybody's
If
larcenous
you're drilled the drill that will
ways.
pierce the heavens.
Sure, we can go with that. Yeah.
I mean, no spoilers.
I mean, I don't think there's any reason to not try it. We have other
I'm-
options, so. if you wanna-
Well, I think we're missing our person who's really good at infiltration to be able to get in quietly, and I could try to bust down the door, but that's going to make a lot of noise, and so is the drill. I think the drill's going to be more reliable, though.
I mean, I have a pretty decent finesse. I can try lockpicking if you want to try it quietly, and then we can do the drill if I fail, which I probably will. Or we could just do the drill. Either way is fine.
I also have a good finesse, and I also have points in infiltration, so I could also.
Oh, I
do those
don't have
things.
that.
But the drill seems more fun, so.
I have finesse but no infiltration. But let's try to pick it, and then when it doesn't work, then we'll bash it down.
Sounds like
So
a plan.
you said you want finesse as a picking role.
If you are picking specifically, burglary is infiltration. Finesse is like infiltration's cousin. So if your infiltration is higher than your finesse, but I'll use finesse in this case. Either way, I'll be fine. It's just like reverse.
How good are you at
thing.
infiltration?
I have a D2, but I have a D4
Yeah.
in finesse.
I have a D6 in
I-
finesse and a D2 in infiltration.
Well, so many of us with just D2s in infiltration.
I have nothing, so I'm taking the lower of 2 rolls.
So yeah, let's try it. Since Jules is the best finesse, let's let her try it.
Okay.
I will provide assistance though, because we can do that, and that'll give her an edge.
Okay.
Yeah, love that. Oh, that's nice. Assistance for everybody.
14.
13. Yeah, no, you're fine. You pop open the lock, but it doesn't move right away. Like you popped it open, so you nudge it, and you realize there was a brick on the other side of it as like the security system. So you do have to like push it just a little bit, and the annoying like you opened it, and then it takes a moment to get it open sort of way. You can look down at the brick and curse at the brick if you so wish.
No, I'm realizing now that Jules first did some light burgle work in with the newspaper, and now she's breaking into. She's just turning into a criminal.
Oh, just wait. Just wait, Jules. You don't know. You have no idea what's in front of you. Anywho, so it is It is a darkened room. They have those little weird like airplane lights on the floor that light up that are just on continuously. So you do have little strips of light on the floor. You're basically back by the bathrooms essentially, which is not great design for a theater really. But you see the clear acrylic desk where the popcorn would normally be and the candies. To the right of you, as you go down the hallway, would be the theaters that you are familiar with. Felix, please give me a culture roll.
$17.
17. You are having a sense of deja vu.
Yeah, because my dreams recently have been inside of the Enchantress, correct?
Yeah, you're basically like, I don't want to speak for you, but you're basically like waiting for the two cats from like the Matrix to show up a little bit. Like it's like a foreboding deja vu. This is not a fun deja vu by any stretch.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna kind of be like on his toes a little bit. Is there any way to turn the lights on? Can I do that, or are we just gonna be like walking around in the dark?
There is a light switch. There's a light switch behind the popcorn counter.
I'd like to turn that on, if possible.
Thank you for calling Mr. Movie Phone. You start hearing like the Mr. Movie Phone thing scream at you when you turn the lights on.
What's a Mr. Movie Phone?
Oh, I don't have the energy. You just hear this like weird random message on repeat about Mr. Movie Phone, and Mr. Movie Phone is talking about movies from 1995, which includes Batman Forever, and canonically we're not in the universe with the Power Ranger movie, but that would be the year when the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movie was. But mostly you hear about Batman Forever because I don't have the energy to make that canon in this universe.
Yeah. So just to let you know, Mr. Movie Phone was basically an advertising service for up and coming movies in the 90s. You'd call it, and super energetic voice would be like, "These movies are available in your local area." Just no.
I've heard of this.
It's basically on repeat. It predates the Fandango puppets, which I liked a lot more. But basically, it starts playing. So you've got lights, but now you've also got a super annoying voice that is quite loud.
It's playing the movie phone, so like the thing that you would call to hear. It's playing that over speakers.
Some
Yeah,
theaters
like
would have
above the snack bar.
advertisement. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be an audio advertisement of basically these movies are available coming soon in your area.
Gotcha. Okay. That's not like a physical thing I can like unplug. It's just playing over the speakers, right?
I mean, there are speakers. You could unplug them, but then someone will definitely know you were here.
We'd have to turn it off at the office. Odds are they've got a sound booth or something in the office that has the advertisement, so they can update it regularly.
You've selected The Mummy Returns, featuring Brendan Fraser.
I'll go.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn the lights off.
I mean, I can go to the office and turn it off if you want.
No, we have an alternate light source.
Phone.
We have an alternate light
source. The rails. Oh, you!
Yes! Link is going to go ahead.
I forgot.
I'm going to go ahead and activate Illuminate. So Link is now a light bulb.
There's a light over at the Lincolnstein place. Yes. So while you were back there with the lights, don't shake your head at me, Eric. I'm having a good time. So while you were there with the behind the snack bar, you do notice there the office is like there's like an employee office thing right there.
Okay. Should we check out inside there? Is there anything that's like, can I roll like an alertness or something to see if there's anything like weird in the theater? Like, does it feel like anyone else was here before us? Or I totally forgot what we're looking for. So like, I don't remember why we're here exactly. I just know that at the end of our session, you were like, "What have you been dreaming about?" And I was like, "Oh, I've been stuck in the Enchantress."
Yes. There are two things that you were looking for, both of which are here and both of which are very, very important. Well, technically it's 6 things, I guess, at the end of the day, honestly.
Oh, okay.
So there's weapons that talk to you. Your weapon has not spoken to you yet, I don't think.
I have not met the whatever you decide the pink weapon to be.
Yes, so I've figured that out. But yes, we're gonna make that happen. We're gonna make it work. And Jules' dad is also potentially here. Might be a bit of a timer on it. You're not sure, but definitely something was wrong with Jules' dad. So, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I guess if we're looking for her dad, then like any possible room that he could possibly be in is worth checking. So definitely try the office for sure.
Well, if I remember correctly, the thing that is, and as painful as this is for Jules to admit, the more important thing other than her dad is finding that gold weapon. If I remember correctly, because that's the last power weapon, and if Ivan Ooze finds it and drains it, the world will end, if I remember correctly.
Well, just Centurion Ridge, but yes, the world. The world
people will die. Everyone will die in Centurion Ridge.
It's worse than death, actually, but yes, as far as you're aware, it's just death.
Okay, yeah. So that was, I think if I remember correctly, that was what Jules had said, is we can't really worry about my dad. We have to find this weapon. That's more important. So that's what she's there looking for, is the weapon. If they find her dad, great, but the weapon is more important.
So noble of you. So noble and kind.
All right. So here's my thought.
Um,
We can check out the office. The office should have its own light switch. Once you're in there, we can take a look and see if they have the machine for the Mr. Movie phone, and if they do, we can just shut it off and then turn the power back on. Unless anybody else has a. But if you're gonna do an alertness, I would like to also, because Link wants to get his bearings. He knows the theater somewhat because of his mom, but it's one of those like, do I actually remember?
If you wish to do an alertness, this is as good a time as any.
And we can all do an alertness. Is that right?
Yeah, I love being alert.
well, I
Like
got an
Liza-
8, so I didn't really
Like Liza Minnelli loves a lamp.
Damn.
What was that? So you got an 8 specifically because the longer you're like behind this popcorn thing, the longer you're in this building, you start to feel it's bad. Like you're not having flashbacks yet, but something is like your skin is like doing that thing where no one else has goosebumps, but like you have goosebumps now.
He's got the heebie-jeebies. He's got the giblies. Ghibli,
He's
ghibli,
covered in
ghibli, ghibli,
popcorn
ghibli.
oil.
It's true. Seed oils, they're the worst. At what cost? Jules, you got an 11. There's a lobby ahead of you, but you know from coming in to see Sarina's show, there's no doors in the lobby, so you'd have to break a wall if there were somewhere to go. Um, Link, you're pretty sure going through the employee entrance will get you to the basement because that's where they stash all the Rocky Horror Show stuff. Because your mom has donated like literally boxes of Rocky Horror Show stuff, so it has to be somewhere.
She has donated dozens of the fishnets because they keep breaking, like dozens and dozens of them.
They are show accurate, so they actually do pay your mom after that too, because she has actual show accurate ones, which are very important for the Shadowcast. And 8th for your 12. They probably have an extra stash of red vines back there if you like red vines. If anyone's feeling red vine adjacent, they probably have red vines back there, and red vines last longer than Twinkies.
Red vines are strangely delicious for an off-brand Twizzler.
Except you can't use them as straws, so that's the one downside. They aren't hollow, so you can't use them as straws. Which will be.
But you can cut them open and cover wires with them because they're plastic.
Oh, neat. Anywho, so that is what you get from your alertness rolls. Yeah. Yes. Nothing else. Everything's fine.
With that 23, is there an upstairs area as well?
There was an upstairs area, but there's no way to get to it now. They have like a crow's nest for the projector, but you have to go up a ladder, and you literally have to go like inside the theater to do it. So there's no reason to really go there. They had like before the fire, they had one, and then there was the fire, which kind of changed the layout of the Enchantress a little bit. So they don't really have they have a crow's nest, but nowhere like upstairs.
Fair enough. Link is going to mention the crow's nest and then talk about the basement, which he's more familiar with because he has taken costume boxes down there dozens of times.
It's true. Please give me a culture roll, Link.
I must point out that while Link has dice in culture, he is uncultured. So I won't be surprised if I roll terribly. Haha! I was right. I have a mountain of story points. Can I use one?
Yeah, you can. I encourage you all to use the story points, because as I have begun saying, they are like Chuck E. Cheese tokens. They don't spend anywhere else. Yeah.
Is it possible, because I'm mentioning the layout, that I might be able to get some insight from potentially a person who is theater adjacent AKA, is it possible for me to be like, thinking out loud, and then get some help from Felix?
Not
Prompting
for
to see if that's
this.
entirely possible.
Not for this particular. This is a special cultural for something special.
Yeah, I got a 14.
You got a 14. You don't like being in that basement. You've never known why, but something about that basement, like you basically toss the boxes down the stairs. So you bend down to the basement, but it was for as brief a period of time as you could possibly manage. Like you don't know why, but that basement, your mom doesn't have the same. No one has the same reaction you have to that basement.
Yeah, but now I know I'm the Red Ranger, so it's like, maybe that was my Red Rangerness showing itself because that place is creepy.
Yeah.
By the way, the basement gives me the Ghiblies. So if we're gonna go down there, I want to get in and out as fast as possible.
This place is giving me the creeps too. I can barely he's just gonna
So
go
to the basement.
to the basement.
To the basement. Famous last words. It's like Hell House. There are no clowns, I promise. So if you're going into the employee office, that is literally like they have cords on the wall. They have some stuff for like camera equipment. They have a whole shelf of red vines for anyone that wishes to snack. They are free for the employees, so they won't miss them. And then there are stairs that go down at the back of the employee-only area. Weirdly enough, you do not find anything involving that looks like it could be involving a Mr. Movie phone recording.
Is there like a tiny break area here, like a chair and like a table with a couple of chairs and a microwave on a counter somewhere?
Yes, there are. If you open the microwave, there's a half-eaten burrito in there, but it's like stone cold. So if you open the microwave, a little like acrid El Monterey scent will be added to the air.
Ew. I wasn't planning on opening it, but Link is taking like 3 packets of red vines because he's getting nervous.
That's
and
fair.
snacking.
By the way, because you have your helmet on and you are a ranger, like you grab the red vines and then like they disappear in your glove into like your morphin space. So you're gonna have to reach into your morphin. Every time you grab one, it's like a reverse King Midas thing where you like go to pick it up and then whoop.
How am I supposed to eat these with a helmet on?
Very carefully.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Felix is getting the creeps. I know that basement gives me the Ghiblies. I would like to get in and out and hopefully complete our objectives before I feel like my skin will be crawling with everything.
That's fair. So the opening for going down to the basement is kind of an arch shell shape, so it should look intimidating. But as you get down the stairs, Felix, you could swear you're starting to smell smoke. Like you are in your Power Ranger helmet, so you shouldn't, but like you don't see any smoke, but you can feel like you're starting to smell smoke. And Link, as you reach kind of the bottom of the floor, your hand reflexively like goes to light switch, even though you're illuminated, and you illuminate some fluorescence down there. It really does look like a Rocky Horror Picture Show like shadow cast room. There's a little area for like doing dressing stuff. The lights up and you turn the lights on. There are some movie posters on the wall. It shouldn't inspire fear. Like as far as basements goes, it's actually relatively clean and benign. But, like Felix, the longer you're in this room, like the more it starts to feel like the more you feel the way you would feel if you were in a room that was like on fire.
So it feels hot and dry and in here.
You guys were able to talk to those weapon things, right? So can you find out where they are?
As far as I know, we did it through a mirror.
It was what used to be a mirror, if I remember correctly. She turned it into some kind of a portal.
Since this is a dressing room, there should be a mirror here, or several mirrors actually.
I mean, like I said, we
There's a
can
mirror.
try, but like the whole reason was that the other woman had come through it and she had turned it into some kind of a portal. But I mean, we can
Yeah, but
try.
if she's been here, there may be residual like effects. I don't know.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know how to. Do you know how to find residual magical portal effects? Because I don't.
Someone could give me a culture roll if you so wish. That's usually where people get their residual magical finding effects from.
I mean, I can try, but I don't think that.
Give it to me with an edge.
I got a 5. I am uncultured.
Was that with the edge?
Oh yeah, no, that was absolutely with the edge.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
will try
it looks
also.
okay. Yeah.
Again, Link culture, the culture skill, but is uncultured.
Well, I just got a 20, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 15.
All right, Alex, what are you up to?
I am standing around watching them discuss talking to mirrors and weapons during
Cool. I love it.
what's going to happen next because
Yeah. No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
yeah, nothing bad can happen.
Nothing bad can happen down in a basement. It's fine. Cool beans.
Is there anything in the basement that looks like it shouldn't be there? That
in about half a second there will be.
oh, okay. 'Cause I was going to go mess
so-
with it, but if it's going to mess with us, I'm
Yeah. No, you're fine because you're standing by it, so you're fine.
okay.
So here's kind of what happens and why I rolled. You're talking about mirrors. Link, you kind of start to look in the mirror that is there for the dressing room because there's one for the Rocky Horror Shadow cast. Felix, you're starting to feel like it's really kind of getting to you, so you're like you kind of lean against the wall, and a couple things happen at the same time as you're leaning against the wall trying to catch yourself. You notice there's kind of a weird reflection on the movie posters that are off to the side, and they're like fake movie posters. They don't look like real movie posters for movies. The reflection of the posters looks kind of wrong to you, and you're thinking about asking Alex, who's also standing near one, kind of on the opposite side of you. Alex, what is your evasion by any chance?
15.
Oh, okay. Well, this is not great for you then, because I got a 16.
I'm at 20.
Okay. Oh, that makes me so sad.
Oh.
Alex,
It's 15.
all of a sudden, and this was definitely not happening like 2 seconds ago, there is this clawed hand that has reached out of a movie poster and is like currently trying to sink claws into you, as it were.
Okay. I will yell in surprise and pain as the claws dig into me.
Yes, that is the appropriate response.
oh, what the hell is that?
It's a great 3D movie poster. That's what it is.
You do yell that in pain. The adrenaline hitting you now.
Ow, mommy, help.
Can I like grab onto him and like pull him away from the thing?
Yeah, sure. Give me a might
hand.
roll if you'd like to. Yeah, might roll will be the grapple that can help. Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, you can give me a brawn if that's better for you.
It's not.
Okay.
I got an 11.
That is not strong enough to help Alex get away from the clawed hand. Alex, you may not be an expert on many things. I think you're more expert than you know. But you know clawed hands coming out of movie posters that are all made of dark inkiness. Bad. Generally bad.
Yeah,
No good vibes. No good vibes here.
it's kind of cool, but yeah, not good.
Yeah, it hurts. It's not a fun. You're not having a fun time.
Can I try to pry the fingers open and get away? Actually, I'll just
Uh,
stab it with the drill.
You could also do that.
Yeah.
That's a very valid. Jules and or Link, your teammate is crying out, and there is now a clawed hand in their midsection. So there's that.
I want to try and grab the arm that's grabbed onto him.
Sure. That will be a might roll for grappling.
Yes. I got a 24. The critical
Neat.
success.
I'm so excited for you. So go ahead and roll me for your drill, please, Alex. With an edge, please.
Okay. 21.
That is successful. You are able to drill the clawed hand out of your midsection area. Yeah, your midsection. Link, because you are grabbing at it as it retracts, it pulls you through the movie poster, and you find yourself on the other side of that particular wall, having been flung into what would be generously described as a second basement, apparently, that exists in the Enchantress.
Well.
Where did he go?
I don't know. Can we?
What is the movie poster of?
The movie poster is The Bride of Frankenstein.
He went to the Castle of Frankenstein.
Should we try to go
Yes. Yes.
after him?
Yes, absolutely. And Jules is gonna try to follow him in.
Jules, you know that thing where in the movies people try to follow other people and the thing is a closed door?
Yeah.
You essentially bounce off the wall. Link, on the other side of that particular wall, you actually hear the sound of someone going thwack against the wall.
Ouch.
Can I go up to the wall and be like, are you Link? Are you on the other side of there? Can you hear us?
Link, where are you?
They are muffled, but yes, you can hear them. By the way, Link.
Are there any writing utensils down here?
Yes, there are.
I want to grab one and draw a door on the poster.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. Please do.
It works for Roadrunner.
It
It also worked in Beetlejuice, and also the original Beetlejuice. They just continued it.
I would like to, since I have a hold of this wrist, grab, pull and try.
Oh, you don't have a hold of it anymore. It pulled you through, and then it disappeared as you.
Oh, then I want to punch the wall I came through and try and break it down.
Cool. You could feel free to punch the wall. It's a wall, so it has a DC, but it's not it's not Goldar level.
Yeah. Since I'm illuminated, actually, what do I see here? Since I'm illuminated,
You see it feels more dungeon than basement, but your mind is probably still in a basement because the walls aren't cave. There is you were illuminated, but there's no other light, so you can tell there's a path going left and a path going right. It could almost be like a
Great.
utility tunnel, but it's much bigger than a utility tunnel should be.
Right. So, since I'm illuminated, that means my martial arts attacks do energy damage instead of physical damage.
Neat,
So
I
I don't
love
know if that's
that.
going to affect. I don't know if that's going to affect me punching the wall, but that's essentially what Link is going to do. Is he's going to like take a horse stance, take a deep breath, and then let out the most stable jab that he can to try and punch hole the wall.
Stable because yes. Okay, please do. How exciting.
I got 17, along with a
Yeah,
21 for the drill.
I am very excited to tell you that you are able to tear down this wall, Mr. Gorbachev. Uh, so good news, bad news.
Oh
Would you like the good
yeah.
news or the bad news?
I was gonna be so disappointed in you if you didn't say that, by the way.
I mean, I am red, so it makes too much sense. Let's start with the bad news. I want to know what the worst thing is.
Oh, um, Felix, would you like to know the bad news now, or would you like to wait?
I don't know.
I
It
mean,
doesn't really
you'll
matter.
know eventually. It may just affect your decision as to how excited you are to now have this opening door, um, to this apparent other basement.
I will take the bad news, same as everyone else.
Cool. So you're the only one that gets this bad news, because this is something specifically that has been happening to you. You know how you've been having dreams about a fire here and like trying to save people that you can't save?
Yeah.
So you're having one of those now, like a daydream. All of a sudden, you feel very alone, and you feel like you're upstairs in the auditorium, and there's a fire. You're the only person in the room, and you turn and you look toward the screen because you see this giant picture of Ivan Ooze on the screen, and he's laughing and going, "Are you having a good time at the movie yet?"
Am I still? I'm gonna like look around my surroundings, and I'm gonna look at like my hands and stuff. Am I still morphed?
You are not.
Okay. Um. Oh yeah, I'm having a great time. By the way, your movie stinks. And then is there something like can I use something that I can like throw um at the screen to like tear it
Yeah,
around me?
definitely.
But I
You
since
can
it's a
like
dream,
break
could I
off
like manifest
you can
some
break off a
sort
piece
of
of chair or something. You can manifest, break off a piece of chair. The chairs near you aren't on fire, so like there's fire, but
cool. I'm gonna throw a piece of railing or something that I break off and to the
yeah,
screen or
great. Give me that targeting, if you please.
it's a 12.
Cool. So you don't hit any of your fellow rangers in the face because while you're having this dream, the rest of the rangers watch you basically destroy the chair next to the makeup table, and now you're like flinging something at them.
What's he doing?
Looks like he's having a fit of some kind.
Felix, what are you doing?
Can I hear them?
Felix, 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 Felix. You hear them in like a weird echo in your head.
Are you guys there? When I talk in the dream, am I talking to them also?
Yes.
Of course, I'm here.
Ivan has me under some sort of trance or something. I'm like on another reality right now, and not in a good. And then he's just gonna like sit. I'm just gonna wait it out. It's not real. It's not real. I'm just gonna wait it out.
Give me a culture roll as you sit.
$20.
Fabulous. Above the sound of the fire and Ivan's laughter, you hear a noise you've never heard before now that you're here. He's still talking, but he's saying the same things on repeat. And you figure out the reason is because it's literally coming from a film reel. And you see the case of the film reel um, up the aisle closer to the exit that's kind of blocked by fire. Apparently, Ivan's did movies.
Well, act like in real life, or is this just part of the dream that I'm having?
For you, you're not sure actually, but you do know this is the first time you're hearing something different that gives you a thing you can actually do, as opposed to just kind of standing there and being close to fire.
I'm worried about moving around in my dream world and that affecting where I am in the real world. Because I don't want to like get into people's way or like impede the other rangers somehow. But I mean, like, so it's just I just noticed that he's on there's a projector, like a film projector that's just projecting him on the screen. Is that what I'm noticing?
Yeah, and you see the case. If Link were here, he'd be able to tell you this is where the projector used to be, much closer to the ground floor, and the crow's nest was like an opera box instead. Um,
Okay. Um, can I pick up the case? It's like a real case, like one of those like round, like a movie reel would go in.
yes.
Okay. Can I pick that up?
You can pick that up, and as you pick that up, you are back in the basement with the other rangers, and you are holding a film case.
Ah. Um. I guess he used to make movies. I say as I hold the case up. Is the case opened already, or can I open it?
It has a tape on it. And it says documentary. What was the year? Actually, the year that documentary 2004.
2004. That's 20 years ago, right? Based on
Yeah.
where we're at.
Link.
So it's not.
No, but Link. In 2004, there was a film festival in which there was a fire at the Enchantress.
Another fire or the same fire?
This is the same fire.
Oh.
Um.
Not like I can mention that because I'm still not with the group.
I mean, the doors of the there's
You
no wall
aren't you?
between
You broke
now,
the
so
wall,
you're like
right?
you broke the wall, yeah. So you're like there. You just happen to be on the other side of the wall.
I wasn't
plane.
sure if like the wall was another dimension.
Okay. All right.
No. You
So
can see and interact with the other rangers, and now all of a sudden there is a film reel in Felix's hands.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, did it like just appear, or did we actually see him pick it up?
It looked like he was going to pick up something, and then all of a sudden he had a big film reel case in his hands.
2004 was the year of the fire, like the one that caused the remodel of this place. Interesting.
I wonder if this has any clues or
Where did you get
information
that
on
from?
it. We should. I don't know. I was upstairs.
No,
but
you've been here.
the theater. I know, but I was upstairs in wherever I was, and he was playing a movie where he was laughing at me, and I saw this next to the projector, and I went to go pick it up, and I have it. And then once I picked it up, I got transported back here.
When
I
you
think.
say it like that, you make it sound silly. No, it sounds great. No, that's accurate. That is what has happened to you.
So I guess I'll hold on to this. I think Ernie has like a projector at the pawn shop, or maybe there's one here we can use to.
I'm sure
check
Jules
this
could
out.
acquire one.
Is the
That's
Enchantress up to date on film technology, or do they still have projectors in the year 2024 that run? I'm assuming this is a 35 millimeter reel. Well, it's a documentary made by an amateur filmmaker, so it's probably not. It's probably more. It's probably either 8 or 16 millimeter, but whatever.
There would be a way to run it if you wish to run it. And that is up to you. I will tell you, Link, you are, unless you have moved back into the room, again, you are standing in a utility hallway or a secondary basement, which is super fun. So,
There should be a bag over there you can put it in and strap it on, so we can do some exploring. Because this is definitely bad guy central. This is creepy hallway behind a wall, and it goes that way, and he points to his left, and that way, and then he points to his right.
Okay, I'm gonna take one of the prop costume like satchels or something and stuff the
so
thing in there.
weird.
Well, he can ranger
weird,
space it, can't he?
no, that's what I was about to say. Weird thing to notice. It does not ranger space. Like you cannot send it into the morphin grid.
Okay. In that case, he's gonna like. I don't know what we do to access the morphin grid. I don't know if it's kind of like a weird like hand thing that we just all of a sudden knew how to do. But he's gonna do that, and then the little portal to the ranger space isn't gonna be there, and so he's gonna keep doing it again and again, and then he's gonna be like, "Oh, I guess it's not working." Great. And then he's just gonna grab like a random like costume satchel and toss it in there. And
Yes.
so, do
Unfortunately,
you guys hear any weird weapon voices yet?
Nope.
no.
No.
Should we split up, go one direction, the other group go the other
Are you
direction?
proposing we split up, gang? Is that your Scooby Doo reference?
I
Scooby
just
Nario.
might be.
A Scooby Nario. That's fair.
I have this weird sensation in the back of my head that we shouldn't split up.
Uh,
be
Do
bad.
whatever makes you happy. I'm not going to tell you what to do.
I just feel like it can't be like. I mean, we're in like a building. I feel like in its two directions. I can't. I mean, we might get.
Well, I mean, he got sucked through a poster, so
I got sucked through a wall through a poster.
Speaking
Okay.
of which,
Reflection.
where is that poster?
Well, it's been destroyed because that part of the wall got broken. So there's no poster now.
It's been ripped. I would like to. I don't know
You
if it's
obliterated the poster. You punched the wall so hard you obliterate the poster.
I
There are
would
shreds
like
of poster now.
to. Maybe I'm hoping I can use this with alertness, but Link wants to see which direction gives him the most Ghiblies. Ghibli.
Sure.
Ghibli.
My Ghibli sense is tingling.
I got a 17. Which
can do that
direction
on-
feels the creepiest?
Which direction feels the creepiest?
Yes.
I guess it's west. West is the direction that feels the creepiest.
So Link's gonna go. I have more Ghiblies going that way than that way. So let's go with the Ghiblies.
Weird thing to say.
When in doubt,
yeah.
follow the Ghiblis.
Follow
Ghibli,
the
Ghibli,
Ghiblies.
Ghibli,
Are you all following the Ghiblies the same direction?
I hope somebody's getting that reference.
I am not.
Nothing.
Sadness.
The real question is, are you all Ghibli-ing in the same direction?
Well, since everyone was pretty anti-splitting up, I suppose we are.
Okay. How disconcerted would you be if the bag that you have the film canister in starts to like shiver and rustle a little bit, Felix?
I'd be kind of weirded out. Is it like rustling in a way that like it's like pulling me in a certain direction, or like is it just feel like it's being pulled towards something, or is it just kind of making noise?
It's that kind of when you have like an overfilled grocery bag thing and you're trying to carry it home and you've got 3 blocks left and it keeps hitting your shin. So you really start to notice the corner of the Edwards chocolate sundae pie that you bought and it's starting to annoy you even though you love it and it's your personal cross to bear. It's like that. Not that I've ever experienced anything like that.
I was gonna say that sounds like a big personal reference there.
Not at all. Anyways, it's like having one of those weird grocery cart shopping moments where you've got the bag and it's just like hitting your shin in a way where you're noticing it. And you thought it was you at first, but it seems to be like moving, which is not ideal for a film canister to do.
So it's got the
I mean,
shivers
it's
and the shake.
annoying.
Yes, something like that.
If I like stop and back up a few steps or like go in the opposite direction, does it stop doing that? Is it only when I'm going in this direction that it's doing that?
No, it seems to get more animated going the other way, actually.
I know we just said follow the Ghiblies. I think my weird film thing is having its own Ghiblies, and it's this way.
There could be more than one.
I'm gonna
Ghibli.
go this way if anyone wants to follow me.
Okay, well, Alex, why don't you go follow Felix's Ghiblies, and I will go follow Link's Ghiblies. That sounds really bad now that I said that.
I would like to courteously suggest that we are overusing the word Ghiblies slightly.
I'll tell you what, his bag is want to go that way, so I'll follow him.
Okay.
Cool. So we'll follow the Ghibli bag first for reasons that are important. So here's the question: are you going to continue to hold on to the bag? Or are you going to let the evil film canister out of the bag?
But
Well, maybe it's not evil. Still
I'm
leave.
gonna kind of hold the bag instead of like having it like around, like instead of just having it like flung around me and just like laying to the side. I'm going to like have it like in my arms essentially, but it's still in the bag.
Yeah. Great. Give me a might roll. Uh, Alex, would you like to lend assistance on this might roll?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, he's fighting with a bag with a film canister in it. Sure.
Neat. How did you do?
I got a 1. I'm going to use a story point to reroll that if possible.
I think that would be an excellent idea.
Not much better. I got a 4.
Cool. So the bag jumps out of your arms, and the thing in the bag that was a film canister. How do I describe this? Because I've been grappling with how I want to describe this. So it's like, you know how snails are,
Slow.
but no, like they've got like a
Slimy?
shell. Yeah, slimy. So it's like that. So imagine a snail, but it's a snail that has feet and hands, and now it's like singing like down the hallway, and the film canister is like a shell on its back, and the hands and feet of this snail are purple, and it leaves a slime trail of purple.
What did you do?
I don't know why I did it. It just did it itself. It just jumped out of the bag and started slithering away like a weird little slime monster.
We should probably catch it.
I'm gonna, yeah, let's go after it, I guess.
It is still moving at regular speed, so you can attempt to grapple it if you so wish. Might roll, or just give it some berth to see where it goes. Either way, uh, it is creature. It is a creature. That is the word I'm going to use for it.
I'm not gonna try and pick it back up. I am going to kind of let it. How quickly is it moving?
Like the thing in the Addams Family movies, the real ones, not the later ones. So like you don't have to like run, but it's like slight jogging pace.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'll follow it.
Cool. What's your evasion out of curiosity?
17.
How about your evasion, Alex?
15. Unless I'm gonna die, then I'll say 20.
Aw. You're not going to die. You have to face Ivanus again.
Oh, it hit me.
So Claude Hand, yeah. So Alex, for the second time in a 24-hour period, a black hand comes out of the wall.
Are these damaging grabbing
You
claws?
have not been damaged yet.
Okay.
But you will if they continue, because they are. You can start to kind of feel them coming through your armor. So you have not been damaged yet, but it's not looking good. Um, However, you should probably tell Felix before Felix continues moving down the hallway.
Hey, the walls are getting handsy with me again.
He's gonna be like kind of like steadily going down the hallway and then turn around and then notice the hand that's trying to grab Alex and be like, "Oh, come on, not again!" And then
No, it did grab me. Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna.
grabbed me.
Oh,
Yeah.
it did grab you.
Yeah, it critically grabbed me.
Okay, I'm going to. Can I pull out my blade Bade Pepper? Can I pull out my Bade Pepper and boot the Bade Barm that's pumping out of the wall?
Yes,
Can
yes,
I,
absolutely.
Can I shoot
I say
shoot
yes.
the arm? Can I shoot the arm
Yeah.
with my blade blaster?
Please target and or finesse if you are going to stab. By the way.
No stabbing. I'm gonna try and do it with the best possible likelihood of success, which would be targeting.
Sure.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
How'd you do?
Not well.
That's a 7. So good news. You learned something. There are mirrors apparently that are along these darkened hallways, and you know that because your laser bullet bounced off of one of them. Alex, would you like to attempt anything?
Yeah, I'm just gonna attempt to might my way out of
That's not a half bad idea.
it. And yeah, okay, yeah. All right.
How'd you do? Okay.
Better than Felix, but not well enough to actually do anything.
What is your toughness, my friend?
Higher than my evasion.
Well, you're going to do okay because I got an 11.
Okay.
So nothing happens, but you do feel like the claws of the hand kind of squeeze. But again, you're in a Power Ranger shoot, so it doesn't get there. But like the squeeze is concerning. And while you consider what you want to do, oh no, go ahead. What was your thought, Felix?
Oh, since the shoot didn't work and I don't really want to miss again, I'd like to kind of run up to the arm and I'm gonna slash it with my blade blaster sword thing.
Don't you have a cool
Your
power
crescent-
weapon thing?
Or crescent
I do,
mass?
but I every time I try to use that thing, it doesn't work. I don't do well with
it's
it.
the first time
and
for
so I'm
everything.
just
You
I'm
did pretty
going
good the
to just
first time,
rely
but no, yeah.
I'm going to rely on the fact that I get an edge with the power weapon with the blade
Wait,
blaster weapon.
don't we get an
thanks to our
upshift
Blue
because of the
Ranger.
Blue Ranger? Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not with the Blue Ranger, so we don't
Yeah,
get that.
No, but
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't
have to be
matter.
present.
Oh,
That was chosen
Alright.
by. They don't need to be. The Blue Ranger does not need to be present to endorse the gift. The gift.
It's a
is
shift
gift.
up. I thought it was an edge. It's a shift up.
Yeah, it's a shift up.
It's a shift up.
That's a shift up.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna actually try. to
We
shoot
edge
it
when we
again.
lend
I lied
assistance,
to
and
you.
we shift up when we blade blast.
forget what mine does.
Oh, shut up! Oh my god.
You got a 1 on the skill die. Would you like to use a story point to reroll that?
I would, yes, please. Jeez, it's my best friggin' skill. It's so annoying.
I believe in you.
God,
Ooh.
okay, 27.
27. So Alex, you kind of see that the hand is attached to an arm that is attached to a female torso of some kind. But before you can investigate any further, the mirror explodes and the hand, arm, claw thing turns into goo, and then kind of goes down the wall. But you are no longer
Black
caught.
goo or purple goo?
Black goo. It's funny you should ask, but it is black goo.
And the film snail is leaving a trail of purple goo.
The film still is leaving a trail of purple goo, yes.
Cool.
Which are definitely words that I've said in everyday life all the time, and this is not the first time I've ever said those words together that way.
Since we've noticed the mirrors, do we notice them as, like, are they just all along this hallway?
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5. They're just kind of random. They're not randomly placed, but like you can't tell how many centimeters apart they are or anything. But there's 4 or 5. Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to preemptively, like, try and destroy the mirrors as we're, like, going down the hallway trying to catch up with the film snail.
Sure. Give me 1 more targeting roll, and we'll see how you do.
That's
Aw.
amazing.
Bad. I got a 6.
So the reason you got a 6 is because as you're doing this, you catch up with the purple film snail creature, and it has kind of attached itself to a big mirror that is illuminated on a far wall at the end of this hallway. And there is a kind of an old guy in the mirror, and like the weird film snail thing is kind of like trying to like attack the guys, but it's a film snail, so it's more like it's like sucking
Is
at the
the
mirror.
guy familiar looking?
Not to you. It's just an old guy, as far as you're aware. But before you can say anything to it, we're gonna
Well,
go back
I've
down.
been to her. How haven't I? Haven't I been to Jules's
Have you?
abode? Haven't I?
I
met
know her
father?
dad. I saved him by being frozen.
Yeah, they were
Oh,
both. Alex helped save him when he was frozen, and then they were all over at my house at one point, and they met my parents really quick.
If it's him, it's an older version of him. It's probably more likely Jules's grandpa than dad, honestly.
Oh, this is the one that got stuck in the 70s or something. Okay. Does he vaguely look like Jules? Like, could I like make the guess that it's a family member?
Well,
Yeah, you would say that the family member. Yeah, you're like grandpa, maybe great uncle.
I'm gonna say that over the over our helmets communication. Hey guys, I found someone. It kind of looks like your dad, but a little bit older. Older than I remember he's supposed to be.
Okay. At this point, I don't even know if that's really my dad or not.
He looks like Grandpa.
Link and or Jules, is either of your evasion below 15?
Um,
I
No.
don't believe so, but I'm trying to pull it up.
And you're fine. Just so you know, this conversation is happening in the backdrop of a clawed hand. So,
My evasion is a 15.
oh, you're fine then. But yeah, you definitely see a clawed hand try to reach out and grab you as you pause. So,
Can I try and grab the hand?
yes, always. While Jules replies, please roll to grapple.
Oh,
with
nice to
clawed
meet
hand.
you.
I guess just maybe keep him safe. We have hand problems over here that we need to deal with before we can get back over there to you.
I got
You're
a
having
25.
handy time. Got a 25. Great. So, you have a choice to make. Link. Would you like
Do
to
you
risk?
shake its hand? Or do you do one of those fun kid playground things where you give it like the George Washington or the little
George Washington?
yeah. Yeah, you never know when like you go for a handshake. Did you ever do this? Probably. You guys are a little older than I am,
Weird.
but you would go for a handshake or like you do like the smooth, like the ooh too slow.
I've never heard of that being called a George Washington. Like,
I haven't either.
we-
Well, George Washington is when you go for a
I'm
fist
so
bump and you
confused
do this. You
right
like
now.
do like a you
Maybe
make
a
it look
George
like
Jefferson,
like you
but
do
not
this with
George
your
Washington.
hand and it looks like a little powdered wig on top of a head. So you call it George Washington.
So,
I've
regardless,
never heard of that
uh,
before.
Well,
I don't. I'm just gonna. Yeah. So, Link, risk or reward?
I know that my goal was to grab the arm and then like judo flip it out of the mirror, but
Okay.
that was
Cool.
my goal. So we'll say I guess that's gonna be risky.
Yeah, it is. Because you judo flip, you judo George Washington flip this arm out of the wall, and you pull out this black goo covered female form out of the mirror, and she begins screaming and going, "Why did you do that? What is wrong with you?"
You keep trying to grab me and my friends. So I
Yes,
grab
and
you.
now I'm going to kill you.
Oh no,
Um,
no.
And now the two of you are in combat specifically.
Hooray. We gotta fight. And Link's gonna say that over his comms. I'm assuming Jules is doing follow me.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
Wait, that's your might, not your initiative. I thought that was your initiative roll real quick, and I was like, wow, that was amazing.
I mean, my initiative
While
roll
they're
can be that
rolling,
amazing.
I have a question about the film snail. Is it like
Yes.
actively being aggressive, or is it like just kind of scratching at the mirror like a dog trying to get back inside of a house?
The best approximation you can give is that it is actively sucking the life force out of what is ever in the mirror, or it's trying to get to it, Starship Trooper style. So that will be something you'll have to deal with.
It looks
I
like
believe.
Serena wins, because even with follow me, I got a 10. That's the lowest initiative roll I have ever made.
But I want to watch the documentary. I don't want to destroy it. Why give me that if I'm not going to be able to use it?
Who said you can't still use it?
Unfair.
Who said you haven't gotten something important? You don't know. But first, we
Hey.
have an interlude of a battle, a fight.
You never know.
What we do.
What is it? You remember what happens when we beat the Tengas? Like goo comes out, and then Tengas turn into birds. So if you defeat it, goo should come out, and it'll turn into a film roll. I mean, if logic holds,
yes.
who knows?
Actually, like before we do that, while I gather my rosebuds where they may, let's do our little bit of a break, for reasons, and we'll take a 10, and then we'll come back and we'll have the two combats. Maybe we'll do them in like tandem, and then Alex will be able to support you in whatever you're doing, Felix, because it's not a big battlefield. So yeah, let's take our 10, and then the mayhem will continue. Welcome to the second half of this Power Rangers Centurion episode, brought to you by Liquid Death. You have to drink it cold for some reason. It's in the contract you sign. So we have two combats going on. So we're gonna go back
Wait.
and forth.
What flavor of Liquid Death?
Rest in Peach is the correct flavor to enjoy. So
Oh, so you don't have the new Psycho Cider?
no, and I'm still
Seasonal.
mad at them. I'm still mad at them that they had to rename the Armless Palmer into Dead Billionaire. So it's a whole thing.
It's not their fault.
Anyways,
It's
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
business
just mad at the world in general. It's fine. Anyway, so we're gonna start with the Black Goo Woman and Lincoln Jules, and then we'll move over to the Snail of Death and Felix and Ace. And Felix and Ace can roll for initiative when we do that. You will not have follow me because Link is currently dealing with Goo Woman that you have pulled out of the mirror. It is her turn first, and she's gonna try to grab you and stab you, Link.
Okay.
I didn't say she was going to succeed, but she's going to do it. 12. Probably your toughness is greater than a 12, yeah.
My lowest defense is my willpower at 14, so...
Okay. Well, it is your turn. So, yes, Goo Woman. There's a Goo
Excellent.
Woman ahead of you.
Alright, since I'm assuming I'm still eliminated, it's only supposed to last a minute, so I feel like the light has probably died down at this point, unless I just don't get the energy effect, but I'm still lit up.
The light has died down, but your eyes have adjusted, so it's not like the best. But it's very mood for what you're doing. But yeah,
Alright.
you can see. I'm not giving you like darkness penalties unless you really want them. Unless you want to go full ninja.
No, the only reason I was asking is it depends on whether or not I'm going to punch her or I'm going to pull out the axe.
I would go with the axe, but you don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
Well, since I'm not illuminated anymore, I'm going to go with the axe.
Okay.
I failed. I got a 9.
You got a 9, but you did gain important information. When you go to swipe, she moves, but you do hit something, and it clatters to the floor. Jules, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try to stab her with my blade blaster.
Cool beans.
$15.
15 does meet her toughness. So you do stab. You also hear a clattering sound as something falls to the floor, and she screams and is not very happy about the scenario. Uh, Interestingly, in stabbing, it felt more solid than it should have for like a goo thing. So 90% possible there is a person underneath that goo, and it's not just goo. But hard to say. Felix and Ace. The snail is. The snail, you can now tell the snail is making a noise. It's like a little bit of a gnawing sound. So it definitely is trying to get to the old man, oldish man behind the mirror. It's making like a noise where it's like it's trying to like suck something. Um, and so Felix and Ace, if you'd like to do initiative, we can see what order.
Initiative.
The Snail of Doom. All flimes lead to snail.
I got a 16.
You did. Proud of you.
Uh, 20.
Neat. Felix, you will go first then.
I guess I'm gonna. Can I finesse kick it out of the way, so that it's not trying to suckle on the mirror any longer?
Yeah, you can do a fancy roundhouse kick. That's a finesse martial art. Fancy roundhouse kick. You can even do that thing that Power Rangers do where they kick and then they spin around for some reason, even if there's nothing behind them.
$11.
11 does not do it. This is very attached to the mirror. You budge it a little bit, but it kind of hisses at you and then it goes back to trying to burrow its way into the mirror. Alex, it's your turn.
Since we're trying to break the mirror to keep it from licking the mirror or whatever it's doing, just gonna.
Are you?
Isn't that what he was trying to? Oh, was he trying to kick it away?
I was trying to kick it away. I don't want to break the mirror because the dude is in the mirror, and if I
Okay.
if
Oh,
I break the
okay.
mirror, then
Okay.
it'll
Yeah.
break-
Yeah. Okay. I misunderstood.
dude.
Okay. Never mind. I was gonna break the mirror, but
You can break the mirror.
yeah,
That's always an option.
it is an option. We don't want to hurt the film goo, do we? Or do you not care anymore?
That again?
Are we trying to not hurt the goo, or do you not care about?
I don't want to hurt it, but I also think, based on, Grim said this earlier, but like when we defeat something, it usually just turns back into the original thing minus the goo, not destroyed. So I'm not really worried about you hurting it.
Just on the off chance, I am going to try to grab the movie snail and pull it away.
Neat. Give me that. Might roll for the grapple.
22.
Cool. Give me another might roll.
22. No. 22.
No. Yes, I know, but I need a second might roll for a reason.
3.
That
Great.
is
So-
insane.
You
So-
did
Can
get
I
a
use one of my 23 story points to re-roll that?
Yeah.
Yes, you.
Or is it better off if is it a better story if I don't?
The story will not necessarily be affected. It will be funnier if you don't. But also, you have so many, so please, for the love of God, use your story points.
How about an 11?
That's an 11. Okay, so it does not get hilariously stuck to your midsection, but as you are holding it, because it is now in your hands, it has a face. I don't know if you've ever had the concept of a snail like with an actual face, but like Benjamin Button style face, so like a humanoid face instead of like cute snail face with like eye stalks. So like if it's like Gary from SpongeBob was demonic. So that is what you're currently holding in your hands, and it lets out like this weird high pitched screech that is high pitched enough that even you guys down the other side of the hall hear it just slightly. It's very loud for you. Not so much for you, Alex, because you have like experience.
Hearing loss from.
Yeah, you have tinnitus, so it's not really affecting you very much. But it definitely makes like a screeching noise, and it is definitely it is not happy with the current. It's not going to take its turn because it was doing its thing when you came into the room, anyways. I'm gonna say it's its turn. So we're gonna head back over to Sarina, who is going to. Serena's going to attempt actually to grab you, Jules. I got a 26. Cool beans. I'm guessing that's going to be both your toughness and your evasion, just probably.
Can I add them together? Because if I can add them together, then no, it does not.
No, that's I was
Darn.
just trying to give you. No.
Yeah, no.
So, yeah, not great. Jules, once again, you hear a clattering noise, but you are now like there's like a claw like on in your arm, like you can feel it in your armor a little bit. Like she's like holding on. No scent, so it's better than having to do with the birds at least. Link.
Sure. Yeah. Just got a hold of Jules.
It's true.
Cool. I'm gonna try and hit her with my axe because if I can beat her, she'll let go of Jules. Let go of my friend.
True. If you hit someone with an axe, yes, they will definitely let go of your other friend. That is what I've learned from movies.
I got a 19.
You got a 19. You did very well. You again that clattering noise, and you do slice, and this goo woman backs up just slightly and staggers and goes, "No, not yet." And Jules, it is your turn.
Would I be able to try to like stab her with my blade blaster to get her to let go of me, or do I have to like actually get out of the grapple before I can stab her?
Oh, she's no longer grappling.
Oh, she's not. Right. Okay.
She got an axe.
Okay.
So
then,
unless you want to be grappled again, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life.
No, not right now. Maybe later.
I always give you the option to be grappled by the enemy.
I know. Maybe
Brit.
she might want a hug later. I don't know. We'll see.
That's true.
Can I see what was dropped? That like clattering. Can I see what it was, or?
Yes, you can. I'm not going to have you do an alertness roll because it's not very high.
Okay.
Jules. Not Jules as in the spelling of your name, but like jewels as in like jewelry.
Okay. Nothing that would look like the weapon that we're looking for, right? Because wasn't there like a jewel at the end of it or something, if I remember correctly?
Yes, but it's attached to a big staff.
Okay,
so,
and I don't see the staff anywhere. It's just jewels.
No, just Jules.
Okay.
Just Jules. Like Oops All Elizabeth. Just Jules. Just Jules 2001s.
Oh my goodness. Okay, then I'm gonna stab her again.
That's fair.
I did not ask to be hugged, and I did not want to be hugged, so she gets stabbed.
Well, she can actually do worse things than hugging too. So if she ever gets to stab to might for more than one round, the bad things.
13.
13 is not enough. And the reason it's not enough is that she is maneuvering herself to head back into the mirror, which would make your life ultimately a lot more difficult. Alex is holding the snail, and it definitely made a high-pitched wail. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah.
The bag that it was in before, is that kind of the shell, or is it just like on top of it? I'm trying to wonder if I can like use the bag that I was transporting in to kind of like well, I guess we have to defeat this thing, right? That's kind of the point. Okay.
If you want to
I'm
use
going
the bag,
to
the style to Jean-Claude Van Damme the snail back into the bag, I'm not going to tell you no.
This is like all gangster stuff. Just throw it over his head, and we don't tell him where we're taking him, and we just beat him with soap in a bat and a sock.
I will. I'm going to attempt to get off of no, are they what is like Alex's orientation? Is he like on the ground wrestling this thing, or like is he still standing up?
No, I picked it up to pull it away.
Okay.
Are you doing the thing where you're holding it like out in front of you like it's a baby that has just pooped itself or something like that?
No, I figured I picked it up by its shell and was just lifting it up.
Okay, yeah. That's fine.
Okay, I'm going
Your normal
to.
head
Are there
feels
bits of it that are like definitely monster looking?
the whole thing is monster looking.
It's a giant,
canister with a
slimy
snail.
snail.
Yeah, it's a
thing.
snail.
I'm trying to like avoid. I'm gonna try and stab it, but
Get
I'm
a
trying to
garbage can.
avoid like the actual film. Do you know what I mean? So if there's
You
like
can't see
parts
any,
of it that
you
are
can't
like
see any film. Yeah, you just see monster. It's all Slimer. All Slimer, no Ghostbuster.
All right, I'm gonna do a little stabby stab.
I would like to use one of my little heart of the team things
Oh, I love
to
that. Yay.
to inspire him to actually stab it and not me. So he gets a 1 upshift.
Heart
So
of the
he's
team. Stab
Ooh.
it, not me. Stab it, not me.
So basically, what he's doing is when he pulls out the knife and starts swinging it, he's moving the snail into the path of the swing.
Yes, and it's a monster snail, so it's not like it can really move itself.
And I tell him to sweep the
Not
leg,
having
Mr.
it.
Lawrence, because we are in a theater.
$26. I stab.
You stab. There is a scream, and for a moment, Felix, the entire world around you is on fire, and you're in this room specifically, and the entire room is on fire. But behind you, before you can react too much, you hear the voice, and it's coming from the old man in the mirror. He goes, "It's a trick, son. Don't pay any attention to it. It's just a trick."
Working on it.
Who are you talking to?
The dude in the mirror, behind us.
In front of me?
You actually did hear that, Alex.
Oh,
right?
did I? Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. I heard that.
Yes. Felix, give me a culture roll.
There's flames on the side of my face, but I'm gonna ignore them.
There's
Please give
nothing
me
there.
Please give me a culture roll, and we'll see if you can ignore the flames inside of your face. The flames inside your face. Heaving breaths.
All right, I rolled high, which means the next roll had to be total ass. So
Yeah, that 4. You're trying so hard to listen to the dude in the picture, which is weird to say. Listen to the dude in the mirror.
Man in the mirror.
The man in the mirror,
Okay.
yes. Unfortunately, the man in the mirror's voice is getting drowned out. You're now hearing like Ivanu's laughing like inside of your ear. And it's very hard to concentrate with Ivanu's laughing in your ear. I will say, Alex, it is your turn. And in the Power Ranger game, you have up to 6 hands, so you could both hold the snail while using your power drill, or you could just like vault it against the wall if you want to. So technically, it's 6 hands, which is weird. But I have no idea what to do with it as a GM. But like, you can use your power weapon while holding the thing, essentially.
Okay, yeah. So I'll shift it around to where I have the shell thing like a headlock, and just take the drill and stab it.
What's that Pokemon that's it's the little blue shelled Pokemon that is like the fossil and then it's not. You can do that to it.
Omanite. It's Omastar.
16.
Ammonite. 16. Yeah, you stab the purple version of Ammonite. It lets out another shriek, and for a moment, Alex, you think you can see the fire, but then the flash goes out for you, and you actually hear a separate voice in your head, and it's the sound of that music again. That tune that you've been trying to replicate and just cannot seem to replicate. But she's stabbed mightily, and that's the important thing. The snail is stabbed, it's displeased, and it can't go anywhere, so we're going to go back to the goo woman. The goo woman is attempting to head back into the mirror. We'll see how she does. 13, she does not head back in the mirror, and she actively curses in like Russian or like some Russian-esque language as she just seems to bounce off the wall. And she just says, "What the hell?" Link, it's your turn.
Hooray! I'm gonna hit her with my axe again.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you.
I'm gonna let Jules deal with the talkiness, I think.
The talking. Oh, the talking. Yes.
I got a 16.
You got a 16 with the axe. That will work perfectly well to fell the villain. They are not down, but when you are at least partially human, assumedly, being hit with an axe is a problem. She's not happy, suffice to say. Jules, it is your turn. Apparently this woman is made of jewels? It is hard to tell, but they definitely drop jewels, like Sonic the Hedgehog in an underwater level while I'm playing Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not good at Sonic the Hedgehog in underwater levels, that's what I'm saying.
What talkiness did you want Jules to do?
Whichever one she's best at. Otherwise, Link is going to threaten her the next time, because he's hit her twice with an axe real hard.
Well, my social skills are at a 3. My social is a 3. I am not a talker. I am shy. I am awkward. I like to play with computers and not deal with people, so maybe I should not be doing the talking.
You also spill stuff and break and enter buildings.
I do. I also spill stuff and I also break into buildings, and yeah, that's fair. I can try to persuade her.
Person. Just pretend she's virtual.
I can try to persuade her, I suppose.
Yeah, you can really do anything.
So what exactly is our goal here, though? Or are we just like trying to get her to calm down, not go in the mirror, and maybe talk to us, or like?
I mean, it's either tell us what's going on or get hit with an axe again.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. I'm gonna.
Both things.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Yeah, one is not mutually
I
exclusive.
got an 18. What the hell?
Hooray.
That's persuasion, so
Yeah.
go for it.
She, Jules, look, hey. We don't need to fight right now. We just need to know what's going on. Just tell us what you know, and I will tell my friend to put his very big axe away, and he will not hit you anymore. Please, just What is going on? Tell us what you know.
What is going on is you are going to lose to Ivan.
Maybe
That's what's
not.
going on.
Maybe if you help us, maybe we won't. That doesn't have to be what happens.
Do you think no one else has ever tried to take Ivan on? You are so simple. All of you in your brightly colored costumes. So garish.
I think I look fabulous.
Of course you do. It's because you have no fashion sense.
I don't, actually. I would rather
I would agree with that.
be on my computer.
Look at you in blue and white together. What is this? The snow caps? Where are you going? Where are you going? Are you going to a disco on the Alps? What are you doing?
I think the conversation is getting away from us. I think instead of fashion, look, my friends and I, we can stop Ivan. We just help us. Help us and we can stop this, please.
You can't stop Ivan. Once he found the weapon, it will not matter.
Help us find the weapon first.
I don't know where it is. That's not my job. My job is to steal things. I steal things.
What is he having you steal besides jewels? And why is he having you steal jewels? What is that?
Oh, I'm just stealing jewels for me because I like jewels. They're pretty, yes.
Oh, that's fair. They are very pretty. You have very good taste in jewels. What is he having you steal?
Oh no, it's not. It's so the stealing is a byproduct. He gave me the ability to go through mirrors so I can see into places, and hopefully to find the weapon. But I have not seen it yet. I captured your friend in a chandelier. It was quite impressive. And then he got out of the chandelier, so I guess that's less impressive.
Yes. Anyway, so okay. If you help us find the weapon instead, Ivan won't win, and we can stop him. I'm getting really tired of people laughing at me when I say that.
Ivan has been winning since the King family. Are you absolute? You think you can defeat Ivan?
Yes.
I'm still standing. You're letting me talk to you. Ivan is Ivan is going to take the souls of the children of this town to get.
I don't have to talk to you. I'm just a nice person. I can let my friend over there with the big axe continue to beat the crap out of you. Would you rather that?
Building? The building was locked earlier. Did you not break into this building?
What does that? Okay, you know what? It was for the greater good, and I'm.
Oh, I've heard that. Do you think people have not tried to justify various bad actions? Or listen, I have a special power. If I can get my claws into you for long enough, I can create a glitch that will destroy you. Can we just do that, or like, what are we doing?
No, you're gonna.
It's my turn to hit her again. By the way, at this
yeah, I know. Look. We have more knowledge than this King family had. We know things that they don't know. We can beat him. We just need a little help. And I think you want to help us. I don't think you want Ivan to win either. So you should just help us and stop being you for 5 minutes and be nice.
I don't really have an option. Like, it's not a matter of win or lose with me. I sold my soul to Ivan. So
well, that was a silly thing to do.
I mean, you people didn't exist. And every time he's had a group of teenagers, like, the music festival, that was him. People died in that, and that wasn't even here. That wasn't the other town. You know, the King family thought they could go against him. That poor sweet Emma girl. No, thank you. It's better to ally with Ivan than to be in his way. No matter the cost.
Well, if you're not going to help us, then you're going to fall with him, because we are going to defeat him.
The thing about bad guys, they always lose.
Exactly.
If they always lose, tell me why there's a whole armory full of weapons that he's drained of their powers in this very building.
That was before us. We can't do anything about that because we weren't here. We weren't the Rangers then.
Bad guys can occasionally enjoy victory, but eventually all of that will catch up to them, and guess what? Eventually the good guys win. And when the good guys win, it's all over for the bad guy. There is no bad guy anymore after that.
Oh, yes. Well, the person I really feel bad for is the man in the mirror. Poor bastard. Never saw it coming. Poor thing. He's going to be the real loser when he dies in a few moments. But, yeah, whatever it is.
Can I hit her with my axe?
Yes, please. That's my dad, you jerk.
That's your father? Oh, you poor sweet child. Yes, you can hit her with your axe.
Hooray.
We're going to put him in a box, and then put the box in another box. I'm going to build that box to ourselves.
I got 20. I'm going to use my last PowerPoint to Power Strike. So that's gonna
Okay,
give me
that's
an
fair.
extra point of damage.
Would you like to do something really cool with your power strike, if I may?
Sure. I'm down for that.
Yes. So instead of going down with your axe, you're gonna come up with your axe, so that you actually like fling it into her, and the power strike with the extra power like sends her backward, and a whole bunch of red light, and energy wise goes against the wall, and everyone in the hallways sees like red light bulbs pop up that have been there. They just didn't have any energy in them. Um, and the goo wipes off as she collapses. Into the far end of the hallway where there's a whole bunch of boxes, and it is Sarina the Brilliant, the bald woman from the movie theater that had been doing the midnight movie showings. As she goes crashing down the other hallway and hits her head without the goo's protection and collapses.
Bitch. How are the other guys doing now that we've defeated Serena for now?
All right, yes. Let's see how the other ones are doing, and then you can look at what's happening on your end of the hallway, or you can ignore that completely. Um, Felix, it's your turn. There's fire, and it's very hot, but the guy in the mirror is encouraging you to look past it. Hakuna Matata style, I suppose. Use the heart of the
Wonderful
card.
phrase.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue. Just, I'm assuming I mean, I think I kind of go a little crazy. I'm envisioning like these flames right on the side of my face, and I have my blade blaster, and I'm just like focusing on the um on the on the snail, and I am just stabbing away
Yes, please
at
give me
it.
that finesse to stab at the snail as you ignore the flames on the side of your face, heaving breath. I can't believe she improv that line. It's such a good line, and she just improved it. It's amazing.
Me?
20. It's a weird snail, but it does not have that high in armor class. So you do stab. The flames do start to die down. They go from like pot roast to pilot light, which is pretty good. Alex, if you can do some mighty stabbing, the snail will go down. It has quieted and it has stopped squirming quite a bit.
All right. Well, I'll put it out of our misery. Maybe. No, I won't.
You did get a 1 in the skill if you'd like to use a story point. It's unorthodox, but you have so many of them.
Yeah, I've only
So
got
I
like
encourage
500
you.
left.
Only 500. And once you run out of yours, all the rest of them are in a pool. So technically, you all have one mountain of them.
23 this time.
23. You stab, but as you stab, you hear coordinates in your helmet. You're hearing like a message over a comm link, and then it just goes dead silent before you hear the last number. And then the snail stops screaming, and the room is no longer on fire. Felix, congratulations, no longer on fire. The snail reverts. The goo does go onto the floor. The snail does revert to a film canister, but the film canister is now open.
Is there still film inside, or is the film gone?
There is film inside. So you can see in
Okay,
this room because the mirror does illuminate.
Um, oh, he's gonna kind of like shake off the fact that he was just surrounded by fire and all that stuff and was getting very freaked out. He's gonna go to the man in the mirror and ask, how can Do you know how we can get you out of here?
I don't know how I got in here. I assume that if you have the staff thing, it'll get me out of here. But I don't know that for sure. Um, you're not my daughter, are you? I think you're too tall to be my daughter. The voice doesn't sound right. She's not with you, is
No.
she? I don't really want her to see me like this.
I don't know if I can stop that from happening.
Oh, beans. Okay, well, not a great day for any of us. But yeah. Watch out for the bald woman. She's a real pip. Um, she can go through mirrors. It's very unsettling.
Could she get you out of here?
I'm assuming she put me in here, but also she seems to be evil, so I don't think she's going to. Realistically speaking. She's not fun though. It's not like fun evil. Say what you want about Ivan, but at least he has like a sense of whimsy about what he does.
Nah,
It's not good, but well, yeah, but I mean, also he's at least having fun with his life. I mean, how many of us amongst us can say, we're having? So we're getting off track though. Getting off track a little bit. It feels.
You know about Ivan?
Well, I'm not supposed to, but considering everything that has happened, when the memories started coming back, I went a little crazy. And now I'm here, and I'm aging, and it's real bad. On second thought, maybe we should go get my daughter.
Felix, did he say he's crazy?
I mean,
might
who
have.
amongst us is?
Oh, let's not listen to the crazy guy.
I mean, that's not fair. Like Russell Crowe was crazy in that movie.
I'm gonna say into my
movie, and he was very good at what he did.
I'm gonna say into my helmet that the other two should probably get over here when they can, unless they stumble into a room with some power drained weapons.
Person.
That is up to them.
I guess we need to head back.
I wanted to investigate the boxes that Serena fell into.
Yes. So there are weapons in that room. That room is dark because there is nothing illuminating that room. But Link, you hear some whispers in your mind. Jules, you are preoccupied, so you might hear some whispers in your head. There is a sword in one corner. It's got a little star symbol on the middle of it, which seems efficient for a sword. And it goes, whoa, hello, young man.
Hi.
Hi. I think I talked to you earlier.
Yeah. Did the power help at all? Make you?
Well, it did for a little bit. I had this memory of there was one point where someone touched me that was a girl, and I turned into a shield briefly. But I think that was just a different Red Ranger because every Ranger kind of sees me differently. Hello. I guess you see me as a sword. I feel pointy. Am I pointy?
Yes, very pointy.
Great. So no pressure and no panic, but there's only one of us left, and if Ivan gets them, everything in the city will die, and probably the surrounding area. So no pressure about that or anything, but should probably not leave us here.
I'm not planning to.
Good. Great. We are weapons though, so we can't move on our own. We don't. You're gonna have to.
Yeah, no, Link is gonna wander around and every weapon that he comes across, try and put it in his ranger space.
They don't go in your range. They don't actually go into your ranger space.
Oh well, I guess he's gonna collect them all, put them in a box. You said there were boxes nearby.
Okay, weird thought, but could you maybe carry us? I've been down here in the dark for a while with only a bald-headed woman to talk to.
Oh, I'm planning on taking all of you out of here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you can't hear the rest of us. Nobody wants to be in the box.
Okay. So I'm one ranger.
There's more of you, aren't there?
Yes.
You're not the only one left.
I want to expediently take you all to my friends.
Okay. Can you do it without the lid at least?
Yeah, no,
Can you
I'm
do
not
it?
planning on putting the lid on. I
Okay,
wanted to be
noted.
able to talk to the red ones because you
Great.
guys
No,
seem
that's
cool.
good. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yes. Red is generally the spectrum of. Shut up. Red is generally. No, I'm talking right now. You don't have a ranger next to you. Uh, yes. The red one are. No. Yes. Yep.
So Link is piling them all into a box. Now what he's done is he's taken the I'm assuming it's like a cardboard box. So he's folded the lid inward to provide that
Yeah.
extra support, and he's like ranging all of the weapons so that they're kind of color coded in next to each other. And he's like, "All right,
Yes.
cool." Once he's got them, he's like, "All right, let's go meet my friends. That way you guys can meet your colors. It's gonna be great. Onward!" And then he's gonna move on.
See, I told you the Red Ranger would save us. It's always the Red Ranger.
Can I hear any of this?
You hear the Blue Ranger giving like some scientific factoid. About 39% of the time, it's not the Red Ranger. About 27% of the time, it's the yellow one. And you're just hearing something like spouting off numbers at that point, and then going, oh wait, hello. Oh, the blue one is here. You're here. Hello.
Hi. You must
I
be the
told you I was
smartest
taking
of the
my friends.
weapons.
Well, yes, that's generally what we're kind of about physical intelligence, as it were. Not always social intelligence. We have a hard time with that sometimes.
Definitely.
But hello. What kind of weapon am I? Can you tell? I'm curious if I'm still. I have kind of. So this is the Zeo blue weapon, and I can only describe it as a triangle with like a thing on the end. So I don't know if it's supposed to be a shuriken style weapon or what it is.
It's a tonfa.
Oh, okay.
Tonfa. Tonfa. The word is tonfa.
So like you hold it and
yeah.
it comes down this way, and the blade is like where your
Gotcha.
elbow is at.
Yeah.
You look to be like a tomfa, and you were pretty cool looking, if I say so myself.
Okay. Let's say so. Okay, so I'm still in like my wolf form. That's kind of fun. I'm gonna miss that planet. That was such a cool planet. Yeah, but okay. So you know the deal, right? Bad things are happening.
Yeah, so we've been told.
By the way,
it's a
Link is
little worse.
walking while they're talking.
Yeah, she's walking too.
It's a little worse than Red knows. Here's the thing. The sixth weapon is the most powerful, and if Ivan uses it, it's not a matter of like the destruction of the city. It's a beacon. So
What? Okay.
using gold will summon some things.
What will it summon? I feel like that's important information that we need to know.
I feel like they didn't do.
know what it summons is the issue, because it was supposed to be hidden, and the poor person who came across it with Zordon smuggled it out of Angel Grove to keep it away from Ivan, and I think that's probably the person that's dying in the other room that I can sense. So, no pressure about that, but it feels expedient to find the gold weapon.
Yeah, we're doing our
tell you
best.
It is usually staff shaped. If you see something with 3 gold stripes, that's it. So it could look like something else.
I saw it in a. I saw it in a. I assume the red one is like. Oh, now he's describing like what. So Link is like, yeah. I saw it in a dream. I had like this chosen one dream. It was great. It was a black staff with a big red jewel on the end and 3 golden stripes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gold. It has a big like hero complex because it's supposed to be stronger than the rest of us, but it's not, because we're supposed to be a team. Just because it's the center of the Zeo crystal doesn't mean anything. But still. It gets a little mouthy about it. I will say it does like to lie a little bit. It has kind of some like trickster energy to it, because it's a 6th ranger weapon. So it's a whole thing. Like, yes, but take everything it says with a grain of salt, pretty honestly. I do agree with Blue. You don't want Ivan to have it. That is a problem.
Nah, screw him.
Yeah. Screw him. That's good. That's good parlance. So here's the one kind of snafu is sometimes the green weapon, which is what the green Zeo crystal portion is, can talk to the black spectrum. Sometimes it can't. so we'll have to see about that. I'm
Oh.
hoping that will work because I don't know if you have a Green Ranger here or not. Sometimes we get a green in this period, and sometimes we don't. I don't know.
There's a Green Ranger? I didn't know that.
Well, different spectrum colors, like the Zeo weapons where we're 5, 6 technically, because gold is one of us. But Zeo crystals are a very specific thing. When we're done being weapons, we'll go back to being crystals, which is kind of nice. I kind of like being crystal me. Yeah, so there's kind of a purple spectrum, an orange one, a white one. We're just like 6 out of there's like 12 spectrums I think at this point. But yeah, we're like 6 of them. We're supposed to be protecting the city, and clearly this did not work in our favor. I personally did not enjoy the fire that happened in this building, because that was partially the fault of the person that wielded me. So I'm really happy to avenge that, because it was super dumb and I hated it. So, yes.
All right, let me know when we reach the other two, because Link at this point is just going to keep talking to the red weapon. So they're going to hear...
I'm going to say you get there for the shock value of Jules. Your father has always seemed pretty healthy to you, right? Like, he's always kind of been like, yeah, he didn't like, you were like, hey dad, are you doing like a smoothie regimen? What's your skincare sort of thing? He was like that weird, like, hot Professor Indiana Jones thing, where like he always had like TAs that were just trying to get like a little too cozy with him, and it was all kind of nonsense. Your dad has aged about 30 years. He's gone from Harrison Ford to Sean Connery pretty much in like a day. That's an Indiana Jones reference for all of you out there.
She is she's gonna start to like she's actually just gonna stop in her tracks and just stare, because it's, I mean, obviously shocking to her to see him like that.
There's 4 of you now. 5, I'm gonna say, please.
Oh, hey, Professor Vern, you're old. What happened?
Great. So you know me. You do not sound like my daughter. I do not know if my daughter is one of you, but I assume my daughter probably sent you. She's very smart. So she would know. You must have been one of my students, you with the red armor on. Wow, armor. That makes sense.
I mean, they do look kind of like pajamas.
Everyone.
Fine.
I was gonna be polite. The stripe across the front is a little, yeah. So, real bad. Did you get the weapons that are supposed to be kind of like stashed here? The ones that aren't.
They're in the box.
Okay.
By the way,
apparently, yeah.
Link's gonna pull out the one that's pink, and he's gonna like hold it over to Felix. Like, here, this one's yours. Like, not even just no preamble whatsoever.
Okay.
Felix, you hear the pink weapon go. We'll have our moment. This is more important than us right now.
How do we get him out of
Sure.
there?
We don't know.
Does Link still have some of the black goo on his armor?
I will say yes. I will say sure. Yes. Why not?
All right. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna smear the black goo on his hand and try and reach into the mirror to pull her dad out.
She's gonna help him.
Your hand gets like stuck on the mirror, Spider-Man style, and the guy goes, "Are you are not the bald woman. I don't feel like that's gonna work for you, but
I mean, it was
good
her
try."
black goo.
Oh, is she around? Because that might be a problem for you.
We took care of her. We had to get you out of here. How do?
I hit her with my axe a lot. It was cathartic.
Congratulations. It feels like she needs that. So, do you have the gold weapon by any chance?
No, but I know what it looks like. I've seen it. I had a chosen one
Cool.
dream.
Great. That's convenient. I really hope one of you is the chosen one. Are any of you my daughter by any chance? Because you're all wearing helmets, and I don't want to be rude or assume
Link is
things.
not gonna point at Jules, but he's gonna do that whole like give it away by accident by looking in her direction.
I mean, she was talking, so he would have heard her.
Yes, but he doesn't want to assume it's not some kind of trick, so he's
Gotcha.
being very polite about the matter.
Um,
By the way, Alex, you hear, hey man, will you take me out of this damn box? They put me in a damn box. Take me out of the damn box. I swear to God, if it's a Black Ranger and he can't hear me, I'm gonna I know I can't cry, but I'm just gonna start complaining until someone takes me out of this damn box. Anyone?
Look in the box.
Bueller? Seriously, I had to watch Ferris Bueller for this. It played 4 times in a goddamn week. Like, Bueller. Anybody. Bueller.
It's an axe, by the way, that's talking to you.
Oh. Hello, Axe.
Oh, hi. Please take me out of the box, and then we'll talk later, because I feel like this is important.
Sure.
Once everybody's claimed a weapon, Link is going to grab the nunchucks and the sword, and then he's just going to, like, throw the box over to one side. It's like, our Yellow Ranger's not here, so hopefully you can understand what I'm saying, and I'll hand you off later. See, no more box. Everybody has their weapons. I told you wouldn't be in the box for very long.
The guy and the young man, I enjoyed you as a student. I would very much like to talk to my daughter. I feel like my daughter is staring at me right now. Hi, sweetie.
can he see us? He can see us, right?
He can see you, but
Okay.
you're all wearing helmets, so he's
Yeah, she's
trying to.
she's gonna take her helmet off.
Okay. Hi, sweetie.
Hi, Dad.
Little bit of a snafu here today. I seem to be stuck behind a mirror. Not an ideal situation. I'm probably also going to die. But yeah. Congratulations on inheriting Power Ranger powers. Good for you, I think. I hope. I don't know.
It's been great, let me tell you. She like sarcastically gives him a thumbs up. It's been great. We have to get you out of
You've
here.
got like a group of friends. You've got like a nice group of friends, so that's that's nice. Peers.
I mean, I had friends before. I'm not like.
Well,
Anyway, that's
yeah,
not important. That's not important.
Yeah.
We need to get you out of here. Before we need to get you out, Dad. We have to figure this out. How?
Well, the more pressing matter is once you get me out of here, where so here's the pressing matter. The connection I have to the gold weapon, because I was stashing it and was touching it for so long, kept me from aging. But now that I have been severed from it, I'm aging very rapidly, as you can tell. And Zordon said if I was away from it for too long, or if I even used it, that I would cease to exist. So, less prescient than getting me out of the mirror is probably finding the weapon, but obviously being in the mirror is not ideal. Also, your mom was acting weird yesterday.
Yeah, I know. We'll deal with that. That's tomorrow's problem. You said that you were touching the weapon and that's what kept you young. What happened to it?
I don't know. My memory was wiped by Zordon so that I couldn't be tortured by Ivan to tell him where the weapon was. So I put it somewhere, and it's safe. But
I do that all the time. I put it in a safe spot so I won't forget where it is, and then.
Yeah, it's like car keys, except it could end the city and probably the universe.
Okay.
But the good news, Ivan hasn't found it yet, I'm guessing, or we'd all be dead.
Okay.
You have to look at the positives. All about the positive, sweetie.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So
Also,
you.
I'm sorry
what if-
I've kept this information from you for
That's
all of your.
that's a conversation for tomorrow. Right now, we need to figure out this whole weapon thing, and then we can have that conversation.
Yeah. Great.
Okay. So you had it, you put it somewhere, and then the Zordon wiped your memory so that nobody could get the information from you. Okay. I have your drawings that you were doing. It was like your memories were starting to come back. So maybe the drawings that you were doing can help us figure out where you hid it.
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna unmorph at this point, and she's gonna get her bag, and she's gonna get the pictures and just kind of like sprawl them out on the floor. Okay, this is what my dad was drawing. I don't know if this is actually gonna help, but this is all I got. Is there anything I can do? Is there like a roll that I can do to try to like figure out where he would have hidden it? Either A, based on the drawings, or B, just knowing him.
I mean, for one, you know someone that knows Zordon, so there's that. For two, your dad looks down at the drawings, and goes, so that, wow, I really did draw the command center, didn't I? Also, it's weird. They call it a command center, but it's in the middle of a desert.
Dad, focus.
That's weird.
Focus.
Focusing. So here's the thing. Zordon wet my memory, so I remember coming back to Centurion Ridge, and I don't remember anything after that. I remember, like, obviously I remember the way to my house and things like that, but I do have some rather unsettling thing that I was told cryptically that I've been holding on to. Did I write anything on the back of those pages by any chance? Like,
I'll flip him over. I don't remember if he did or not.
every single page has one letter on it.
Okay, what are the letters?
I'm just going to give this to you because I don't know that we have time to do an anagram. Children.
Children. Huh. Link's gonna be like, so Professor Vern, I got a question. You're a lot less focused than normal. Is it a senility thing, or is it because your brain is warring against being magically altered versus what you know?
That is a great question that I don't have an answer to, and the red weapon kind of goes, probably a mix. That's usually... by the way, tell Zordon we say hello.
Okay, that's okay. We need to be able to get in touch with Zordon, guys. We don't know. We can't get in touch with him, right? Like that's been the whole issue. We can't even get in touch with this alpha thing.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that alpha robot thing supposed to be like his assistant or something?
Something like that. But I mean, we can't get in. We've had a hard time getting in contact with the alpha thing. So how are we supposed to get in contact with this Zordon character?
Okay. I'm seeing the word children spelled out on the back of my cryptic drawings. I'm concerned about that.
Yeah, me too. That's a little weird.
Yeah, I feel like that's
Question
important.
real quick. Did Alex ever tell anyone about his dream with those alien children?
Yes. I told everybody that I did all this, and then I flew him away in the spaceship, yeah.
Yeah, so Link's gonna be like, didn't you have a weird dream about alien kids? Didn't that have to do with that music, the thing you keep agonizing
I don't
over?
think they were alien kids, but...
Were you in space? Because if you were in space, they were aliens.
Not if they came with me.
That's true. Did they? Did you like?
I don't know. I woke up in the middle of the dream, and they were there.
This is what happens when you tell ancient beings and giant heads and jars you can transport a magical weapon for them.
I have an idea.
I've always been curious. It's always been, you know what I'm talking about, Jules. Curiosity has always been our biggest downfall. Like it's a big.
It really has. It really has. What is your idea?
Okay, so Link is like, I'm running the end of my rope. Jules, can you put the costume back, like put the armor back on? I have an idea.
Okay, sure, and I'll type in my code and put my armor back on.
All right. Link has been thinking this whole time, and he's like, I wonder if we can force grid power into the area, which by spending a story point each, we can force a grid power bloom, which restores grid power to everybody. I don't think anybody's used it but me. But maybe Link is thinking maybe that grid power overload might free her dad from the mirror.
Would everyone agree to spend a story point?
I mean, it's not like we don't have a collective mountain.
I don't think I have enough.
Yeah, I'll spend one.
Yeah, we can do that. I don't think it's going to work, but...
I will tell you that it does not work in the way that you expect. It does work, but it only works to illuminate your power weapons, not the Zeo weapons. But it illuminates your weapons, and they like do that flashy thing that is like, "Hey guys, our weapons want to come together." It's the flashy like
The
if you put your
purification
weapons
weapon
together. Yeah, there we go.
I mean, that works for me. I'm assuming we have Leah nearby to be able to call her.
Yeah,
'Cause the weapons-
she's there. So it's the magic of yes, she's
Okay, so
she.
so then Link is handing her the yellow weapon. By the way.
Yeah, she is having uh she's having words with nunchucks, and you hear the word explosion, and you're like, another time, another time. And she's like, oh yes, this thing, we'll do this thing. This is great. Um, yeah. So that purification weapon will work. It weirdly enough, I'm not gonna have anyone roll. Weirdly enough, it does this like drill tip thing that does sound like a drill, and it makes a spiral pattern, and then it breaks the mirror. Jules, I'm not going to make you roll, but you can like run over to like, because your father is in a mirror that is like a foot off the ground. So like instead of having him fall face first in the dirt, you know, you're there to create a father because you're a hero. Your father does not sound great, and he whispers something in your ear. And that is how we're going to end the episode. I will let everyone know that because I want to kind of save, because the next episode will be the episode that deals with the Gold Zeo staff, which is what you've been going after this whole time, and Magnus Zeo was old staff. So we're going to do a special Halloween interlude so that you don't have the all-powerful gold staff. And I will also say you will not have the Zeo weapons because they don't really work for you for this. But there will be a Halloween interlude where there is a part of pop culture that Ivan Ooze has found that he has really enjoyed, and he's going to subject all of you to it in a very special location for 3 Halloween episodes.
Is it gangster rap?
It is not. It is not Coolio's Gangster's Paradise or Willie Yankovic's Amish Paradise. But whatever it is, you will enjoy it. And I am excited to see how the power protects you next time on Power Rangers Centurion. Hope everybody had a good episode. Woo!
Hooray!
Yay.
We're out.